What up guys, my name is Martin Elke and I'm also known as Dark Energy on TradingView where I'm ranked top author when it comes to technical analysis. So today we have to look at the Bitcoin as usual. I had a top trending chart where I compared the 2014 situation with the current situation in 2018, and it has some pretty crazy similarities if I have to be honest. It's so let's just jump in and take a look at Bitcoin. So as you can see right here, first of all, what we take notice of is I made this April the 14th. It's 3 days ago. I called it Scary Bitcoin Comparison 2014 and 2018, and you won't believe it. And yes, guys, I am the clickbait master on TradingView. I know it's sometimes over the top, but it does work, so I will continue to do that. So, okay, let's take a look at what happened in 2014. We had a crazy bull run, as you can see here. We went basically from 100 and something to 1200. And that was the same we also had here in the beginning of, in the end of 2018, in the end of 2017, and in the beginning of 2018, we had this crazy bull run, right? So, and if you look at these yellow circles, we had a low 1, low 2, low 3, and it totally matches with the current situation at 2018, low 1, low 2, low 3. And then we had a double top right here and also right here. And that means that we have huge resistance, basically. It means that we've tried one more time to break that level. We didn't succeed. We went down and we tried one more time. So the exact same thing happened in 2018. One time, back, and 2 times. Not even that, we can also see that in 2014 we had, when we are in a downtrend and come down and make what is called an inverse head and shoulder pattern. That is also what we saw here happening, and we could expect to escape from the downtrend channel, and we didn't do that in 2014. And in 2018 we were a little bit closer to do that, and many people were at that point celebrating that we finally would go into an uptrend, but it didn't happen. So we got rejected and went down. And that is exactly what we can see here in 2014 also was happening. You can see the third low is here, the third low is here, and it is the exact same point where we had the double bottom at both charts, and the double bottom is basically the same as the double top, just the other way around. It means that we have huge support. We tried one time to go down and break that support level, but we didn't manage. Go up and then back again, and we didn't manage to do that. The same thing happened here. And look at what happened in 2014. We had a huge spike which broke out from the downtrend channel, and guys, look at what happened here too. And this is only 3 days ago, so I was in fact pretty convinced that we would go a bit lower before we would have a bounce out of because we were in a descending wedge with this bullish pattern, so I knew that we would eventually go up, but I didn't see it coming already there. And nobody really did that, because that was the sickest spike we've seen so much since in Bitcoin's history. When we take a look at the 1 hour volume, we've never had so much volume within 1 hour. So people who said that they knew that, they are just, basically lying. The only one who can know that was basically if it was some kind of whales, so some institutional buyers who did it, right? So far, as you can see, 2014 we got kind of caught in a bull trap, I would say. So after that, we went down, and we in fact went back in the downtrend channel, and then we continued further up and eventually moved to even higher. So I tried to explain here with arrows what could happen if the same scenario would play out. So many people, they ask me, and not many, but few people, they told me that why am I making a comparison like that? It doesn't make sense. 2014 and 2018, it was different. It was different times, and that is also true in some way, but it's also bullshit basically, because the one of the biggest fundamental things about trading and TA is that you have to believe in that waves, cycles, patterns are repetitive, that they will happen again and again and again. Because if you didn't believe that, I mean, how would you be able to predict anything? If everything was just like chaos, no one would have a chance, and you could just go out and go to the casino and lose your money on that on blackjack, on something like that, right? So we have to believe that there are some kind of comparisons, and we have to believe that I'm not saying that this exactly scenario will play out, but there is definitely reason to believe that it might happen or it can happen. So just because we broke out, it doesn't necessarily mean that we will go into an uptrend now. So that is basically what I was trying to explain people. And as you can see here, it was like top trending. We had more than 84,000 views and more than 1,000 likes. So after that, I made like with a rough drawing here, as so you can, with a thick black pen, so you can see that basically it's scary how similar the patterns are. As you can see here, we have the exact same trend lines as we had in 2014. That is not so strange, since we have this double bottom. So, but we have like here, as you can see, what seems like a bear flag. Before we went down, we also had a bear flag here. We had the inverse head and shoulder pattern both places, and then we had some here, right? So it has some crazy, interesting similarities no matter what. So I tried to calculate different stuff. I tried to find out, based on the 2014 charts, how high we would go and apply it to this chart. So what I found out was that from double bottom, we had like a 33% increase in price before we had a crash. And that would basically mean that we would now go to 8,800 and something, and then have our crash. So that was basically what I was trying to tell with this one. I want to show you another chart I made here. It's called so this is more like kind of fun, because I called this Bitcoin will reach 70,597 US dollars in 2019 first quarter CY. And obviously, let me just be straight honest, you guys, this is speculation. It's only speculation. This is, no one has no clue about where we will be at that time. There are so many unknown factors. There are so many that can happen, so many different stuff, FA stuff out there. A lot of news about all crazy things can happen. So, I mean, we have no idea, right? So, but what I basically tried to do was, I was looking at the price movements from 2014 to 2017 and just calculate where we were going, and then I applied it to the 2018 2019 prediction. So if we followed the exact same path as you can see here, if we went down from here and touched this blue line here, made a new Elliott wave, an ABC correction, and then made a new first Elliott wave like here, then we are like in, I think we are in February, March in 2019, then we would in fact reach 70,597. So that is, I mean, that would be great, right, guys? I mean, so, but that, just take it with a grain of salt, because this was just like kind of fun. So let's see what's gonna happen, guys. And from now, I just want to say thank you, and I will make a video very soon again, and I will go back to Korea in Thursday, so you can expect better quality. I've said it so many times, and I will stream from our live private streaming studios over there. So guys, take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.